Well, hello everyone. I am doing a video in video today because this is pretty big, and I thought let's have a downward view as well as a side view. So I'm using, this is the new Labyrinth velvet mat, and it is really large. It's so large I can't fit the whole lot in screen. It's a 20-inch square mat, and it's actually made in velvet, which is beautiful. And I did it, this great big mat, for a reason. Is there is a lot of readers who love this Labyrinth system, and they use this in their salons, tea salons, in their professional lives. But even if you're not a professional reader and you've got your own area where you've got an altar and so on, this is beautiful to lay out and keep it laid out. So, and it's to complement your Labyrinth kit. So I've put around here, these cards are actually in the kits printed. So like I said, you don't have to have this, it's just really if you want it. Though I've got these cards, I've put them around the corners, so it's just make it pretty, why not? The actual Labyrinth Through Time kit all comes in a tin, and this is what the kit actually looks like. So it's a jersey mat, and I keep this squished in the tin, and you don't need to iron it. It's washable, and as you can see, it's lovely where it doesn't squish at all. So what comes with the kit is the mat. It's in the tin. There are cards, and these cards are all the same card symbols that are printed on the mat. So there is 25 picture cards, and then there is 11 word cards. And like I said, these are the same word cards that's printed on the velvet mat. Like I said, you don't have to have a velvet mat. They've been selling this for years, and most people have this kit without the mat. So it comes with the mat, the cards. It also comes with a 12-sided dice and a amethyst pendulum. And the amethyst pendulum is actually on a necklace, and it's so you can wear it. Some people, I've seen them actually have it wrapped around their wrist a few times, even as a bracelet. So that comes with the kit. What is optional, and I put them as an option because a lot of people already have existing charm casting kits. Excuse me, I've had hay fever at this time of year, which is really ridiculous. So I've put the kits as optional. In here is both my starter kit and add-on kit. So there's 100 charms in that kit, and that's just, I keep them together because I like them in their set. And I know there's a lot of people that have done the same. So it is a system that you do need charms, because we are using charms, cards, pendulum and dice when we are using this system. So the kit actually has a double-sided mat, and this side of the mat is used for just general readings. If you want to look, and you can place a couple of charms on each topic, or you can just scatter to say, what do I need to know today? And it's also great if you want to do quick readings in cafes or markets, fairs and so on. So a lot of people use this side for them half-hour readings at a market. So this side is, like I said, mainly used for its really in-depth questions when we're doing multi-layered. It's a bit like, I would say, think of a cake where we've got cake and fruit and cream and more cake, fruit and cream. So that works out beautifully. And I've just had Linus, aka Papa T, bring me in a nice hot drink. So yeah, thank you. And you can use this for mediumship, predictive readings and so on. So I'm going to use it on the velvet because that's my main table mat that I have. So I'm just going to pop away my jersey mat. So the way we use Labyrinth is we start in the centre and we work out. And it's, again, layering upon layering. So the first thing is we start in the centre. So we place one charm in the centre, and that's like turning the key on the doorway. So about things that we need to look at. I'm actually going to be really, really generalised today, and I'm just going to ask, what does Spirit need to tell me, or what do I need to know from Spirit? So I'm just closing my eyes. And I'm just going to choose one charm. I have no idea. Okay. And I've got it on the key. So I've actually got the bird on the key. So the bird there would tell me communication. It's often the messenger. So it tells me, am I listening to messages from Spirit? Probably not. Those that know me close would say, no, she's not. She's got her cloth ears sewn on again. So that's the starting point for me. Please excuse me, like I said, I've got hay fever. And I'm struggling with it today. So Spirit's telling me I need to listen. So I'm then going in for my first inner scatter. And I'm just doing my first scatter, because we do 2 or 3. So I'm just going to turn these up the right way, and then I will interpret them. So let me just grab. So I have eagle sitting here between 2 and 3. Now this is where you can use either your numbers as timings. So, and the numbers mean either 2 days, 2 weeks, up to 2 months. And the clock is timing. So the eagle is about season opportunity, and it tells me there between 2 and 3. So it means in the next couple of days, 2 to 3 days, up to the next 2 to 3 weeks, even right up to 2 to 3 months. I need to look at opportunities that present to me, and the eagle there is grab those opportunities and run with it and do not let go. It's a very strong symbol, and it often is sees that opportunity. So you can, if you know numerology, you can actually bring in your numerology energy with it. So 2 is about cooperation and balance. Think of it as a union. And the 3 is your expression and your creativity and your sensitivities as well. So that's there again, looking at cooperating with things, but using the creativity in the mindset as well. So around here I've got the swan. Swan is about peace, and it's usually means peaceful love, and it's like sail sweetly and gracefully. So it's sitting here between the 4 and the 5, although it is sitting on and touching on number 4. So again, 4 is a builder number, so it's our grounding. We think of 4 walls like a house or our security. So there is about sailing along peacefully within the security that I have. Man's shirt, the shirt literally means masculine energy, and that's man on man. So it just tells me there is a strong masculine energy or an influence in assisting me with the messages here. And it's interesting, man on man, when I'm asking the thing about messages from Spirit, and I'll come back to that, because I am sensing this is a male in Spirit, but I'll come back to the confirmations of that in a second. We have the arrow here touching number 8. 8 is a business, power and success number. It's about ambition and drive. It also means 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. The arrow, know the direction that I'm heading. So it means literally staying on track or staying on target. I've got the scales here on rose and number 9. So scales is balance and equality, and often scales is procrastination. I see it a lot where someone's going yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, which I am the queen of procrastination. And the rose there is about the be kind to self while I'm looking at balance and procrastinating. So bat here on anchor. Bat is use the intelligence, the wit, the skills and so on that I have, and be grounded from it. It's again looking at my security. So it's an interesting inner message here, and it's very much pointing about there is opportunities coming, but I need to A, know the direction to take these opportunities, but feel the ground and the security from it. Now, when I was saying here about male on male, this is where I'm using my pendulum, because I'm looking here and my big thing is I want to know, is this spirit male or female? Because I'm sensing it's male. Sorry, one of the cats wants to go in the cupboard. Now, this is where you're going to see the pendulums move. So, sorry if you can't see it from the above camera. Have a look at the side view. My yeses go anti-clockwise and my no's go clockwise. So, my big thing here I'm asking, is this male spirit? And I'm getting my little anti-clockwise, so it's yes. Okay, I've got two particular males in spirit. One is my father and one is my brother. So I'm looking here about the pipe. Is it an old male or is it a young male? So I'm going to ask first, is this an old male spirit? And it's already telling me yes. Okay, so that would be probably my dad. So I'm going up to the letter D here because my father's name was Desmond. So is this you, Desmond? And I'm getting yes. So it's my father that's talking to me in spirit world. He's been gone a long time, about 17, 18 years now. So my second ring, I already have one casting here. It's the dragonfly. And the dragonfly is sitting on the dollar sign. So dragonflies are often, yes, kindred spirits that I've crossed over. But dragonfly is very similar to butterfly. And it's about the freedom and feeling the uplifting signs and symbols that are all around me. And it's sitting there on the dollar sign, which tells me abundance in some ways will be uplifting. So if I'm looking at that, I can then use my dice, because we use our dice often for timings. So if I'm looking at the dice in timings now and saying, well, okay, what's roughly a time frame? I can look at this. I've got 12, which would tell me could take 12 weeks, could even take up to 12 months. I really hope not 12 months. But that's how we look at our timing. We can go further and scatter again, and our alphabets are names of a person, place or thing. Again, if you know numerology, you can also use the energy of the letter as far as numerology goes. So the cards and how we use these cards, I'll just separate the word cards, is we can layer the cards in any section or question where I wasn't certain of. So if I can look at I'll have a look at the eagle, for example, and I want to know about seizing opportunities. So I will layer here. I've got telephone and I've got key, which tells me there will be an instigation of a conversation. It's good to see, which means there will be talks, and it's like an opportunity will open about talks. Again, with grabbing opportunities that will be good for me. So then I can even look at the mat here. I've got do this and don't do this. Now these are also the word cards as well. Oops. Where I've got do this and don't do this. So if you didn't have this big mat, you just lay these out. So, and that's all you do. So I'm also going to look at the cards and I'm going to ask, well, what do I do? Medicine bottle. So it means look at the overall well-being or state of health and well-being. And I've got the sun. So it means shine the light or look at the health. That's actually a nice thing to do because it tells me expression of wellness and well-being or overall. So what have I got over here on don't do this? I've got bells, I'm upside down, and I've got teacups. So teacups is about sit-down talks and discussions, and bells is also about announcements and discussions. So there it's almost like, do I keep an announcement, because it's telling me don't do this, so it tells me maybe I keep announcements close to my chest at this stage, because that's telling me don't do, and that's telling me what I need to do. So it's very interesting. So that's just a very brief overview of Labyrinth Through Time. It is an amazing system. We have card reading, charm reading, dice reading, pendulum, numerology, and mediumship. So we're really 6 divinations all in one kit. And it comes with a full book, and the booklet is a fairly comprehensive booklet, and it's also you get a video overview on both sides of the mat and how to use both sides as well with this, and it is, like I said, fabulous. I've got in here all the books and how-tos and so on, but if you're like me, I can't concentrate to read a book because of the ADHD issues that I have. So if you're like me, you'd rather sit and watch a video. I absorb a lot better. So that's just a very brief overview of Labyrinth Through Time. Thanks for stopping by.